Oh man, what a day so far. I'm at General Assembly. We got a Photoshop class today. I got my computers with me, got my MacBook Pro. And then on this side, I got the Surface Pro, the Surface Pro 5. And I like to teach my classes with the Surface Pro 5, but the MacBook connects to that Apple TV they have set up here at General Assembly. So it's easier to just go ahead and work with the Mac. This is my class that I teach once a month. I am at General Assembly. Today is Photoshop. Next week is going to be Illustrator. So once a month I teach a class here. It's pretty fun. It's easy because I like talking about Illustrator. I like talking about Photoshop. I like talking about creating illustrations and designs, graphic design, and formatting, things that people need in marketing, promotions, branding, all of those things. And so I get a good mix of people who want to learn how to do what I know how to do. And so I get to talk about it for 3 hours and show people how to use the software. And when I'm teaching and I hear people go, oh, that's it, I know I hit something that is gonna help them create what they need to do for their business or job. So it's kind of cool. That's why I'm here. Earlier today, I spent it at Starbucks for a few hours. I had a couple of meetings. Sat down with this lady. She is working on her business that it revolves around a book she wrote, her story. And so we're talking about her marketing, talking about her brand and how to use social media to her advantage. And I think that this happens to a lot of creatives, is that they like to create, they like to tell a story, but they have one way of expressing that talent. And the business aspect of it, which includes social media, they don't necessarily see how it fits and how it could help branch out to find their audience. So that's something that we've been working on constantly for a while now, and today was one of those meetings where she tells me what she's working on, what's happened, and then I reiterate what we need to do and what are our next steps. Then I had a meeting with a young man. He's a really cool guy, and he is an illustrator and wants to follow that illustrator path and do design. So we spent some time looking at his work, looking at what he's been working on since I last saw him, and then helping him make adjustments to the design so they can really pop and follow through with the elements and principles of design. It's really important for illustrators to level up their design skills so that illustrations can then have more impact. Whereas just an illustration or drawing is fine if that's all you want to do, and let somebody else take over and then take your illustration to a next level. So that was a good conversation, good meeting, and that went well. And so today's been spent on the street. This morning I was at home working on a few things, but mainly taking care of my mom and making sure everything's straight, because I was going to head out. And I was going to head out to Starbucks to have these meetings, and then to General Assembly for the class. So I did want to get some drawing in. I don't know if that's going to be possible. It's almost 5:30, and the class starts at 6. So there's going to be some people coming through. But I did finish up this morning some of my research into the character sheets, and so that I can see what other artists are doing, how they're formatting their character sheets, so I can take some tips and not that I don't know how to do it. It's just that you want to see what other artists are doing for inspiration and to get you into your mind, get your mind into that mode, into, okay, now I'm going to finish my artwork, and it needs to have this kind of setup. So that's how it works out for me. And so that's what I did. And so tonight when I get home, I'm going to sit down and work some more. And one thing you haven't noticed, and because I don't talk about it, and I'm going to mention it now, is that a lot of my days end around 2 in the morning. And then I'm up depending on the day, depending on what I got to do, and on the schedule. I may get up at 10 in the morning, or 9 if my mother gets up early. And she's an older lady, so there's no telling what time she gets up and she's ready to engage and get hungry. And then there are days when I'm out the door by 8 o'clock. And so it depends on what it is that's going on in the schedule that will determine what time I get up. What time I go to bed will also be determined by what I got to do tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to DMV or whatever the license and ID card place is called, to help my mom get her Georgia ID. And so I don't know what kind of wait times there is in that, so that means that tonight I'm gonna have to definitely get into bed early so that I can get up early, get my mom early, and do what we gotta do, and then get back into art. And so it's a lot of times when professionals talk about a balance between the business and your family, between the creative and relaxation and so on, is never like a set time where this starts, this begins every day. It's gonna be an ebb and flow depending on the day, depending on the week, depending on what's going on and what you're working on. So that's a little bit into today. If I have time, I will jump back on tonight. And I may, because I may talk while I'm working on that character sheet. And then, and that'll be it for today. Art Life All Day. I am Delta Tango Mike. And today is the 18th. That's what it is. And I still need to get home and work on yesterday's video. I thought I did. I thought I worked on it. All right, talk to y'all later. Delta Tango Mike. Man, I'm tired. Let me tell you, talking about Photoshop is easy. Talking about design, illustration, sharing what I know is it's a pretty cool job. I like it. But you're on your feet for 3 whole hours. I mean, at least during that class, 3 hours. You're talking nonstop and helping people individually on their computer. And sometimes people know how to use their computer, sometimes they don't. And the majority of the time is as simple as just walking to their laptop, picking out something, showing them how to find that thing you just talked about. And it gets tired. How do you say that? Luckily, it wasn't that many people in class today, but sometimes it can get pretty thick. It gets pretty thick, and then you find yourself running around the whole room and helping people, so. All in all, it's not a bad way to earn a living. It is, however, because it's really cool, because I'm talking about the things that I know how to do, the things that I use all the time. It is my skill, it is my talent, it is my expertise. it's just hard out here, man. It's just hard. After 3 hours, you're kind of tired. Let me see what's going on here. Is it recording? I can't tell. 10, 11. Oh yeah, it is recording. Okay, good. I'm setting up that camera for the front of the car. That's all, so you can see where I'm going. I'm gonna turn off this light because it's time to go home. And tonight I'm not gonna record anymore. This is it. I'm done for now. And when I walk in the house, it's gonna be time to edit some video. Yesterday's video, I didn't finish yesterday's video last night because I was editing the Artist King Art Biz video. So by the time that got done, it was pretty late. And so right now it's still enough time to edit yesterday's video. Maybe I can edit today's video so that we can get him out, because I'm kind of late with yesterday's video. And that's the life of a professional illustrator. It's not just all drawing, it's not just all illustrations. It's a combination of community work, it's a combination of teaching, it's a combination of business, and emails and conversations with collaborations, and then a bunch of illustration. And man, I have yet to get to the illustration part, but I mean, there was a couple of days where I was doing a lot of drawing, but I gotta bunch those days together and knock out some stuff. In any case, today I got a couple good emails. One was from Sketchable, the nice people at Silicon Benders. They are one of my sponsors, and they telling me about some beta testing, the next level of the app, of Sketchable app. So if you haven't tried Sketchable, you need to try it now, because things are just developing, and I can't wait to try my hands at it. But not only are they going to give me access to test out the app and give them feedback, they're sending a Surface. They're sending me a Surface device that I can use for that. I also got an email from Microsoft and some messages, Microsoft Surface team and Microsoft Store. So they're interested in me working with them on a couple projects. It's an ongoing thing. Nothing I can talk about that is a done deal, but I'm very happy that there is conversation. I know for sure that the Microsoft Store is interested in doing things locally, and I think that's what they said. And then the Surface team asked me about the Microsoft Store is asking about featuring some of my artwork, and then the Surface team is interested in me coming out to their event happening next month. That I'm gonna have to discuss with the wife, because we're a team, and she needs to be involved in the decision making. That's the life that we live, and in order to achieve goals. But those are good things. They're still great things. And then there was one other email. Oh yeah, Adobe. I'm a data tester for some of the Adobe products, including Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, Photoshop on the iPad, and Adobe Fresco. So now, and Adobe Draw. I think I have been testing that one too. But there hasn't been much development on it until now. Now they're talking about mobile. And which is why I'm holding out from upgrading my iPhone, because eventually one day we'll be able to draw with the Apple Pencil on the iPhone. Anyways, I just want to draw. All right, y'all. That's it. That's DTM, Delta Tango Mike. This is Art Life All Day, and as you can see, it is the art life is a constant all day. This is all I want to do. I just want to draw. I just want to draw. Hey, thanks for watching. This is Delta Tango Mike. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter under Delta Tango Mike. And please tag me in your work. I like to see what you're working on. Check out some more tutorials and demos at the YouTube channel Vector Maestros. And if you're interested in art business discussions and interviews with artists, check out the YouTube channel Art is King. Until next time, peace out.